So you've come to Egypt, you met a lovely man. How do you know if you're being scammed? I'm going to tell you. The scam generally starts like this. They will spend time with you, whether it's a week, 2 weeks, here and there. You can go out to dinner, blah, 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 blah. Some will say to you that you need to have a contract so that they don't go to jail if the police catches them. This is called an Orphe contract, and it's kind of a marriage, but it's not a marriage. I'm going to do a whole video on that. You have a great time. He's full of wonderful words. He says that he's never met a woman like you. You're so special. You're so great. And they have this down to a fine art. And you go back home completely enamored. You leave your details with him. And then this is where it steps up, the scam. So we're looking at daily communications. Good morning, beautiful. What have you done? Have you eaten something nice? Good night. Oh, I can't stop thinking of, oh my God, it goes on forever, okay? And it makes you feel so good because Egyptians are generally, all of Egypt, they're just welcoming, nice people. So you're here thinking, is this culture? Are most people like this? And to be honest, yeah, my Egyptian friends, oh my God, I can't even tell you how grateful I am for them. And it's because of this reason. They're warm, they're welcoming, and they got your back. So a large part of that is cultural, but the bigger part of it is they're using that because they know that women in Europe are starving for affection. So then you get that, I think I've fallen in love with you. I think I'm in love with you. When can you come back? And then you book your trip back. At this point, they may or may not start asking for money, for small amounts or for gifts. So they know you're coming back, and all of a sudden it's, oh, my phone broke. I'm not going to be able to talk to you because I have a broken phone. I'm using my friend's phone with my SIM card. Can you bring me a phone? Can you make it an iPhone? Oh, but I don't have money. I'm poor. I'm supporting my whole family. My mother's in hospital. Can you send me 1,000? And this is how it starts. So in 6-8 weeks time, you get on that plane, you're excited, you're gonna go see potentially what could be your new boyfriend. And Egyptian men in general, whether they're scammers or not, they commit very, very quickly. It's part of the culture. It shows respect towards women because in Europe, and this is a bit that drives me crazy, it's like we're seeing each other, but we're having spicy time, and we're having spicy time, but we're not together, and we are seeing each other exclusively, but we're still on the apps to see if there's something better. I mean, none of that crap happens in Egypt. Okay, scammers, not scammers, that just doesn't happen. It's not part of the culture. It's very looked down upon. So for a European woman to have a man that is ready and able to commit, it's a big deal, and they know that. So then the conversations will start off, don't get a hotel because we can't be together in a hotel. So the assumption that you're going to be together and you're going to have spicy time is already beginning to form. But also this is the first real part of the scam. What they will do is they will go and get an apartment. But to be in that apartment, and this is true, legally, you need to be married. So they make you go and sign an Orphe marriage. An Orphe marriage, to be legal, has to be done with a solicitor. I'll do another video on that. So then he will go and rent a flat. And the way it works is that maybe the flat's gonna cost them £10, 10 UK pounds. And then he'll say to you, it's 50, so just give me cash and I'll give it to the landlord. And £50 a night for somebody in the UK is a really good deal, but they're already making that £40 a night profit from you. Then the money exchange BS starts. They'll say, oh yeah, well, it's really difficult to exchange money. They charge you a lot. So what you do is you give me the money and I will pay in Egyptian pounds for everything. So this serves two purposes. So the first purpose is that they're going to be taking you to, say, restaurants where they're going to be paying what you think is a fair price, because it would be it would even be cheap for European standards. And they're keeping at least 50% of the money from that meal. The other thing is that by you giving them the money, they look like they're one that paying. So their ego is intact, because in Egyptian culture, women do not pay. No self-respecting Egyptian will be at a restaurant and allow the woman to pay. Unless it's something like me, like I pay for my really young friends, for, you know, friends in their 20s. I'm like their auntie. Everyone can see I'm their auntie. So there's no shame in that. But if in a romantic situation, an Egyptian man, I've never seen it. I've never seen a man allow a woman to pay. Never. And then they're going to start with maybe further scams like, I have a problem, I'm going to go to jail if I don't pay this money. I'm going to, so it's like maybe using their family to guilt trip you. My sister, I can't pay her school. She's going to not be able to go to university. And this problem only you can solve by giving me money. And the guilt trips are fantastic, okay? They are super convincing. They will take you to meet their family. Sister will cry to you about how unfair life is in Egypt. It's not. Egyptian life is, you know, there's a lot of poverty, but even within poverty, people are happy. And if you say no, and this is the part I'm going to do another video on this, if you say no, chances are that he's going to become violent. Because he's got you where he wants you. You're in a foreign country. He's already told you that if you go to the police, they're going to put you in jail and deport you, which is a lie, complete lie. And he's already made you feel like you don't know anyone here. If you don't do what I tell you and give me money, I'm going to get violent and things are going to go very bad for you. I'm going to do another video on that. So you will feel obligated. I've known of men that have driven the women to cash points and stood there while she takes out money and hands it over to him. And the women are already like, how do I get out of the situation? I'm going to do another video on that. And then by this time, you get on the plane and his love, that thing that from the first week, which was never him, that was just a little act to get you, his love will become transactional. I love you, you send me money. He's going to go missing because he's going to be doing this to 50 other women. He's going to make you feel guilty for wanting to know where he was because you've been calling him and he's been gone for 3 days. Cop the attitude, become aggressive. And then you know you're in a full scam. Now, if none of these things have happened with your habibi, if you've been to Egypt 3 times, he's buying a flat with his money, he's working really hard, he's putting that flat in both of your names, he's never made you pay for anything, you know his entire family and extended family, then maybe you got a chance. But for all of you watching, where is that man from the beginning? He was never there. That man from the beginning was an act. It was a mask to get you to fall for him so that he could take advantage of you. This doesn't just happen in Egypt. European men are experts at doing this. You never know who you're going to get with a European man because they come with what I call the representative. That's nothing like the man that he really is. And then it takes like 6 weeks to 3 months for you to find out he's a drug addict, he's an alcohol, he's not divorced yet. So this is not just an Egyptian thing, believe me. If you have any questions, just drop them in the comments. I know this is a long video.